Hello everyone, it is time for another edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, OKCV. I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of sadness. But sadness soon coming to an end near you. Let's load the game. Playing in the Kola Peninsula, second map, Amandra. It's telling me I'm 26% done with all the regions. That's nice. Really? We'll have 4 regions. That only would count up to 16 regions. I'm about finished with the 4th. Yeah, I don't know what that percentage comes from. Because there are more than 16 regions. Right now there's 18 regions. There's going to be 20 or 19 here in a minute. Well, in a little bit. And I'm still hoping they do a year 5 because I want 23 regions. 23 is the best 2-digit number in the world. My favorite 2-digit number. It's prime. 2 is the first prime. 3 is the second prime. 2 plus 3 is 5, which is the third prime. 2 times 3 is 6, which is the first perfect number. There you go. 2 to the third, 3 squared. Those are all special numbers of some sort. 1 is a square. The other one's the power of 2. I guess those are trivially true. Reverse the numbers. 32, that's a power of 2. I don't know what that means. But it's all about the primes and the perfect numbers. And this is part of the sadness. When I last played, I was rushing. Not rushing. That's where I'm sitting right now, on my side. I was rushing to finish this last task in within an hour, and I didn't do it. I failed. I'm on my side. What I want to do is get up here and do the last piece of this stone labyrinth, and I think that's the last. I'm done with tasks. I think that's the last contract I have to do that doesn't involve going back to the other map, right? Oh, there's the pieces of the wings. Yeah. Do I do that next? It says metal detector, but I don't think I need a metal detector because I think it tells me where they are. Yeah, see, you need the wide flatbed trailer. Oh, it that. I'm glad I didn't go back and sell that, which I might not be able to sell. And then I think it tells you where these things are, or do you have to? Maybe you do need the metal detector for them. Yeah, saddle height is required. Metal detector is recommended, but apparently not required. Okay, I guess I will do that after this. Yeah, I know these are pretty difficult. It's a lot of back and forth. But this is the last region goal. And then this is logs, and this is logs. And the logs are both on the other map, and so I will probably just cover a vehicle to that map. Oh, you can actually get medium logs here. Okay, but long logs, wrong button. That's the medium one. Long logs. Yeah, you have to go back to the other map. So I will do that. Long logs times 3. Oh, well. I'm definitely taking 2 trucks over there and putting them one in a flatbed and one with a long log trailer. And the other one with a truck loader. Because I can carry... Yeah, I did this before. I took a sideboard trailer with hauling behind the long log crane, and then I brought another truck with it with the 3 long logs, because that's 3 loads of long logs. There's 9 long logs total, and you can fit 9 logs barely on a flatbed or sideboard trailer. So I put them all in there. I drag them over. Well, where do I have to? Yeah, so I'll take here. This is going to be tricky, but I'm going to take... I could just put the... No, I have to load them up in the second trailer. Yeah, that's me. No, I can just put the trailer with the long log, the actual long log trailer and back end, and then the other truck is going to go back to the other garage, put the log loader bed, and then the long sideboard trailer as a trailer, and then it will load them onto that trailer, all 3. You can load all 3 then and bring those here together, drop them off there, where I will have to then unload them, generally by dumping the trailer over, unload them, stick them on here. So they won't be stacked because 9 of them won't... Whoops, I bumped my mic, sorry. 9 of them won't stack. Anyway, so that will take care of all of those. And then this is the one I'm doing now. So once I do this, it'll just be the one main one and then the log ones. So I guess I'll do the main one since I don't have to... I mean, not main one, but major objective for the thing. Yeah, see, that's one of the region objectives. Okay. Well, first thing I have to do is recover this, because I might as well. And when I come back here again, make sure I don't drive up right on that ramp. I can either go low side or high side. Yeah. I'll go low side. Okay. Recover. When we last left our hero, go back to the map here, and it's pretty straightforward. I wish there were pumpkins here. I'd get more pumpkin credits. There's an achievement for pumpkins. Oops. Oh. Okay, that's good enough. But wherever that tree is, I got to make sure I go on the low side of it, rather than try to go on the high side of it. All right, turn on the lights. Turn on the engine. Turn off the brake. Let's get out of here. I mentioned Wessel on Wheels several times. Another shout out to him. He is simultaneously finishing up his SnowRunner playthrough on hard mode. He's done all 18 regions that are available at the time of this recording, and he will be doing the 19th region. At the same time, though, he's playing Roadrunner, which is what they should have called the game. And I checked out one of his videos, and he actually He actually started off with face cam. Like, whoa, you've gone to the dark side. But he doesn't use it to play the game. Thank goodness, because I hate watching the game with face cam. He just does the introduction with face cam. So, if you're curious to see what Wesel on Wheels looks like, there you go. If you want to see what I look like, it's an English phrase. PR, man. I'd have to like get myself together. I have my whenever I stream, I put up my my 2-foot ponytail up in butterfly clips. Anyway, so it looks okay. But no, I'm just an anonymous cat on the internet. Anonymous orange cat, perpetually shocked. That's the way it's gonna stay. I don't know if there's anyone on the internet, even my close friends, like on Discord, I don't think. Now, would it work if I winch to this thing? Would I break it then? No, I can't even break if I winch into it. Now, I know I can get there if I go to the right, if I hit it just right, but I can go around it to the left. Problem is going around it to the left, you usually have to winch to get back out of here. It's a mess. But this is really the correct way of going. Now, depending on the vehicle, you have to winch to get back out. But apparently in this thing, Jebby, you're here! How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm playing SnowRunner, my favorite game of all time. For now. At this point in my life, it's my favorite game of all time. Until I get tired of it and go back to one of my other favorite games. You're better now? Thanks. Well, I'm glad to hear that. How's the audio? This is, like I said, I did, so when I started, I did a couple of other streams during the week, a couple of Civilization 6 streams, and the first one was still a little off, but then after the second one, I thought I got it nailed in. I am not streaming my new game yet, but the audio was good, thanks. You voted in the poll, right? By the time this goes on YouTube, people will, because it's a month after I'm streaming it, people will have seen what my new racing game is. There will at least be an announcement as to what the new game is when this goes out on SnowRunner. I haven't yet finished up the old game, so the new game will not have started, but you will know. You did vote? That's good. Glad the audio is good. You will know, those of you watching on YouTube, you'll know what the new racing game is going to be, but I don't think it will have started yet. Because I'm about a month out in terms of that game too, and I do have at least one more stream doing that game. Which is good because this is the last day. The day I'm streaming this is the last day to take that vote, and I'll throw the I will throw the URL up again during my breaks, asking people to vote. But today's the last day to vote as of the day I'm streaming this. Like I said, those of you on YouTube, the vote's hopefully done, and the game is configured, and the audio sounds good, and Maybe I'll even do a trailer. I'm debating on the trailer. I may not do a trailer. Oh no. Is this up an icy hill? Oh, I faced this before. And it was a disaster, but coming the other way. I brought the wrong truck for this. I have to go up an icy hill. Well, it looks like there's things to winch to at least. This one thing about this vehicle is it can't take chain tires. That's the word I was looking for. What am I doing? Hitting this button. Hitting this button. No, hitting this button. Oh, and I can't attach it if I'm already attached. Okay. Oh, hit the brake. Attach winch. Oh! It's all the same. The days are all the same. They all run together. Still messing up. Come on, baby. You can get me up far enough to hit the next winch point. I know I'm going sideways. I'm trying to steer out of it, but it's not helping. Maybe don't tip. Oh, I didn't have... Did I have the emergency brake on? Oh, well, that made a difference. Okay. Oh, should have brought my chain truck. I forgot that this was, I didn't know this was an icy hill. Oh, can I not quite reach that? Is that anything worthwhile? Probably not. Nope. Great. I don't think I can reach anything that's useful. Oh wait, I can. That's a stump. That's a tree stump. I can reach that. With my side end, I can reach that. Okay. Trying to read the chat. Just saw that tree fall for no reason, then I realized that you had attached the winch. No, a little Christmas tree won't help this vehicle. Although, the smallest of the Scout vehicles I have, I can use those. If I pump the thing, I can use it. I have to detach now. Why is there two there? That's the one I want, I think. Oh, come on. I wanted to avoid that tree. I'll stay on the snow, but avoid the tree. Oh, this is playing a dangerous game up here. Definitely playing a dangerous game, riding the snow in one spot. Yes, I came up the other side of this slope. And I made it, but it was a big struggle. I didn't realize it was going to be just as bad coming up this way. And I completely forgot that there was a icy hill up here. Otherwise, I could have probably gone to the spot that I'm trying to go to now. up a little bit farther, get myself some room to slide, and now turn this wheel. All right. Yay, I made it. Well, I made it that far at least. Hold on a second. I need to take a drink. Good old Diet Cola. At least there isn't any. It's diet, fully caffeinated, extra caffeinated. No rum in it though. It is hot. Is it? It is hot. It mine? You made a clarification, but is that it hot in mine, or is hot it mine? Mina. Is that in German? I didn't know you knew German. I take it there's more to that sentence than is it hot in Minnesota? It's a little cooler today. It's in the 80s, mid 80s, I think it's supposed to go up to. It's still 60% or more humidity, of course. But yes, I have the air conditioner on, and I can do that now without it making the microphone sound awful. No name calling on stream. See, that's going out on YouTube. There's a permanent record that you, where am I going now? I'm supposed to get down there, huh? You know what this calls for? This calls for photo mode drone, folks. Photo mode drone. Afternoon, clear sky, get rid of the vignette, and might as well increase the field of view, and turn up the aperture, turn down the aperture so I can see everything. Okay, let's see. Free cam. I have a feeling this is not the way I want to go off of this cliff. What do you guys think? Is that the way to go off of the cliff? Yeah, I don't think so. I think probably that way is some kind of road and around. Maybe on those rocks. I can't walk too far away from the truck, but okay, that's as far as I can walk. Yeah. What do you vote, Chubbs? To the right or to the left? I think I'm voting to the right. Cosbox, I'm going to your house? That's what you live in? I mean, you said it was noisy by your house. Is it because there was a labyrinth there and people are like chanting really loudly? All the druids are there with their loud chants. I guess I don't blame you. Some sort of alien graphic maze. I don't know. It's what is the name of the what is the name of the? Oh, I can't see it from here. I got to get out of the drone. Yes, it's visiting obscure relic things. It may be supposed to be alien. There was this in one of the where I don't even remember where it was, but in one of the places, maybe it was Kola or maybe it was Tamir. You met this weird guy who said there were aliens. So I don't know. No, it looks to me it's a labyrinth. I recognize that layout. You walk through the labyrinth. There's a pattern through it, and you walk through their ancient civilizations and some modern naturalist spiritual organizations will walk through the labyrinth and to to gain, you know, they contemplate life or they pray or whatever. All right, yeah, you recognize it now. This is the wrong angle to see it. You would, from standing over there, you could see it right in. But I have to find a way to get there, and I don't think this is the way. This is, if I was doing this in my other vehicle, I would YOLO it. I would definitely YOLO it if I was doing this in my Resvani Hercules. But I think in this case, oh, great. Yeah, didn't quite back up straight enough. I thought I could make that turn, but I didn't see the tree there. Yeah, but this vehicle is not a YOLOing kind of vehicle. Okay, I should look on the map. I'm not, but I should look on the map. This might be a silly question. I should know it because I've been a game of over 3 decades. But what's the season pass for a game? I've been a gamer for over 3 decades. A season pass, it varies by game. So like a Fortnite season pass, what am I trying to think of? Rocket League season pass. In many games, but not all games, a season pass is something you pay for. Like in SnowRunner, you can get a season pass that gives you more maps. And you have to pay extra for that DLC. Usually if it's referred to as a season pass, that's something you have to pay for. But just when they refer to a season, sometimes in games like I said, Fortnite or Rocket League, it's not something you pay for, it's just they reset their stats for that season. I mean, Google's saying I'm getting all the DLC in one. Yeah, I mean, it's not all the DLC. If you are paying for a season pass, you are paying for some amount of content, whatever they call that season is. Now, it's usually a year, so you get a 1-year season, first anniversary season pass, or 1-year season pass, or a 2-year season pass. For example, in SnowRunner, they refer to each location as a season, and you can pay for just that, but that's only one map, so that's like 3 months worth of work on their end. Also, you can buy an annual pass, which includes all 4 of the season passes. So in that case, an annual pass includes all the DLC for year 4, but you can buy the season separately. So that's the terminology that they use. But most other organizations don't say a yearly pass. They'll say you buy a season pass. That's what you pay for, a season pass, and that gives you an entire year's worth. It depends on the game. It depends on what a season is. Okay, Chubbs. Some games, if they're mainly multiplayer games, then a season is usually when they reset the stats for the multiplayer. I have to go over there. Do I have to drive through the labyrinth to get over there? I'm going to try to respect. Oh no, I'm supposed to actually drive right through the thing. Okay. I have to drive to the middle. Will I be cursed if I don't walk the labyrinth with my truck to get to the middle? I might be. Well, I kind of started in the wrong spot, but I'm not even sure I'm going the right way now. So you walk through here and then you pray or something. I don't want to get cursed. I'm going to end up just driving right around in a circle. I know. This isn't really laid out as a labyrinth. It's just a fake labyrinth-looking thing. You know what I'm really going to do, right? I'm just going to drive around to the front of it, take a picture, and then drive right over it. See, and then you're supposed to walk around here, and then drive back or whatever. But I'm not doing any of that. I'm just heading right to the middle. Sorry, droids. All right, Forgotten Civilization. Oh, it was a Forgotten Civilization, not an alien civilization. Sounds interesting. I will pass on the coordinates. Let us see what my people say. Who are your people? Maybe the guy that hired me is the aliens. He's like, oh, we saw something very funny from our spaceship. Can you go there and get us the exact coordinates? Okay, I'll let my people know. Maybe I should get out of here before the aliens in the Northern Lights. See, so those aren't really Northern Lights. So maybe all these years the Northern Lights were actually just alien transmissions. You ever think about that? The Aurora Borealis, yeah. Borealis. That's their language, the aliens. All right, let me stop my engine. So I'm not wasting my engines. Get rid of that map. Okay, what's the next thing? Probably not going to use this truck to do it, but I don't know, maybe. This one. Oh, this one's horrible. I have to get to the airplane. Oh, first I have to get to the airplane train wreck, and then pick up the wide flatbed. Why wouldn't? Okay, I have to get the wide flatbed trailer, but I don't get that at the airplane wreck. Right. And then I have to pick up all these pieces of the engine wing and stuff. And I don't get to see where these are. I could. This is really a difficult one. This is the big one. Oh, I get to keep the wide flatbed trailer as a reward. Jeez, nice. And I get to keep the Dachshund, which I take it as something useful. Okay, well, can I get the trailer on the... I'm hoping I don't need... I need a good crane to lift these things, and the Russian crane isn't going to do it, I don't think. So I am going to use the other Russian truck that has the big crane, and I think I can attach the trailer to that. But then, because I'm playing a normal mode, now you're annoyed I did 3 hours of content in Fallout 4 and the game froze. You didn't save, thank God for autosave. Yeah, autosave happens to be out. So were you talking about Fallout for season passes? I didn't know that Fallout. I don't know if Fallout had seasons. Not Fallout 4. When you said you did the content, that is what you were talking about. I'm not familiar with how their season passes work. When you said 3 hours of content, you mean you streamed 3 hours of content and then it crashed? I've had that happen with this game. It autosaves also, and I recorded stuff and then it crashed. When I went back into it, I just replayed the same stuff and was like, well, folks, I've had a crash. Because I edit these for YouTube, I just edited out that part where it's reloading the game and say, well, I had a crash, so we're going to do this part over again. All right, let's activate this anyway, because it's the only one I can do here. And I will take this vehicle back to the garage. And do I have the other Zix here? No. This crane might be able to lift it, but I doubt it. Let's go back to the map, which is this button. Where's the other Zix? Let's recover him. Can he attach a crane? Sorry, it was so dark. I think I can attach a trailer with... No, I can. I need a semi. Oh. The semi hitch. Okay. I will go back to this truck. I will customize it. I think I can do the semi hitch with the metal detector. It's a large saddle, right? Saddle high, I think. And I'm not sure I need the metal detector. Yeah, I can do this loading crane with the saddle. But I don't know if this loading crane is going to do the job. If I load the metal detector, I won't have the crane. Where is it? I don't, like I said, I don't think I need the metal detector. Oh, I can't use the metal detector with this. I need the other truck because it has the metal detector. That's the medium crane, but I still can't. Okay. Multi-purpose cargo unit. I will keep it at like this because that's the only crane I can put. This crane is not going to be heavy enough to load those big parts, I don't think, but we'll see, maybe. Step number 1 is make it lighter outside. And step number 2 is going to be picking up this thing. And getting there is kind of a pain, but I should know how to get there by now. I can cross this, and I'm running empty. That might be the faster way. This I've never tried to cross, but I bet I could cross it. But I don't think that's the most direct route. And I think I just learned that coming up here is the icy road. This is an icy patch here. Without much indication that it's an icy patch. If I crossed over there, I'd have to go all the way around here. Yeah, that's not the best way to cross. I can cross there. And then this is kind of tricky. That's how I did it last time. Okay, so let's assume I'm going to come down here. Something like here, wherever there's clearance. And I think I can actually drive over this stuff. Stop that. Oh, delete. Delete the points. Delete. No, you're not deleting. You're supposed to be able to delete. There's such a bug in this. Please tell me it's not just adding more. I think it added like 100 more. There we go. Now it's deleting. It's still deleting, or is it adding? There we go. Now it's deleting. And I can come across here. And actually, the best way to go is to just stay across here. Some places might be crackly, but this thing can go through the crackly ice. If it's rocky, I know I can go through it. For sure. Now from here, I have to follow this little path, which gets me over to there. I'm not going to mark it because it's easiest to see from the ground. And then this path comes over here. And I think I can fit through there. I think this is tough to get this vehicle through there, but I can fit through there. Up to here. I don't remember, and that's the problem with this map. I think it's unfair because it requires so much memorization. It's not clear from the roads which ones are traversable and which ones aren't. Okay, and then I can cross here, which is also kind of tricky to know where to go to cross there. I am likely to actually not start this until the next YouTube episode, the next segment on Twitch. Let's get this laid out. From here, you can't quite go there, but you can come like here and then through here. And again, there's no way of indicating how this works, but there's like some kind of path like this. And what is this here? Is that that's the Hercules? Okay, might have to get that out of the way. I think its job here is done. I love that vehicle. Some people say they hate it, but I am playing with only paid DLC trucks, things that you pay extra for. And so, there we go. That should be good enough. I'm at 44 minutes. I can get started. You'll get to my comment soon. I thought I did your comment before. Just played and don't want to stream long games anymore. Okay, I did miss some of these. I asked because they said it came with the DLC, but I wasn't sure. Don't just play it. I don't stream long games anymore. When I stream, keep to the retro games. I can be in 3 hours. Yeah, I play all retro games. He hasn't talked to you in 15 minutes. Well, you know, I'm playing a game here. I do apologize. I don't see the stream, but the chat does not appear in front of me in any way. I have to stop what I'm doing to look over to the side. All the chat appears on a small window on a tablet because I'm running 2 apps, each on 2 different tablets. And so, yeah, the amount of chat that I can see is pretty small. And I have to stop what I'm doing, so I don't always recognize that some new one has come in. I apologize. I know you're just joking around. I see the emotes. I can tell you're joking around. Be in and out of your streams. You're doing some housework now that it's slightly cooler. Okay. That's fine, Cheb. As long as you keep the volume up, you keep my viewer count up. What do I care? You think I actually want to talk to you? See, now I'm joking. Yeah, I do. Anyone who's chatting, I do apologize. And if you're watching on YouTube, you might notice there's chat on my screen. Why isn't he responding to it? Well, I don't see that screen in front of me. I only have one monitor. I only see the chat through the Twitch's own stream monitor app, and that I have running on a half a screen on a 10-inch tablet. So, and it's down by my side, so I have to look away from the screen and look down at my side. I see your insult there, Chad. I'm not going to respond to it. Don't make me time you out, Cheb. I know how to do that now. He completely forgets that he's streaming. I never forget that I'm streaming because I'm constantly chatting and trying to think of things to say. But I do forget. What I do forget is that people actually sometimes watch my stream. Usually I'm streaming for an audience of no people that are in chat. I mean, it's not always an audience of 0. It's usually an audience of 1 or more, but usually I'm not chatting to actual people that are interacting. So I'm talking, you know, to the future audience. But yeah, I got to get to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more popular before I start thinking about chat primarily in my head, because chat's pretty low usually. I'm on fire today? Okay, thanks. I take it you mean that in a good way. You're on fire today. You should be put out. Oh, okay. Okay, down here, because I got to go around this obstacle with my funny sarcasm. Well, thank you. Now that's all bad ice there. So I have to work my way back through these rocks. And it sounds even better now with my new mic, right? Got my sarcastic microphone voice. I don't know. It sounds differently in my head than the old mic does because this mic has different mic monitoring characteristics where what I say appears in my head. So, and the headphones are pretty, you know, have pretty solid cups on them. So the only feedback I get is whatever when the microphone repeats back into my head. But then I am monitoring the stream through Bluetooth from a different source into the headphones, and that's where I can hear myself. But since I'm usually talking and listening to the game, I don't really get to hear how that sounds too well until after I process the streams for YouTube. Then I get to hear how it sounds. So I think it sounds better now. No air conditioning sounds. I don't have to worry about turning the air conditioner off, which was one of the motivations for getting a new headset, is because, whoa, the other one, would pick up the air conditioner sounds, and it sounded like static. It didn't sound like an air conditioner, it just sounded like static. So, yeah. But the other motivation was I needed a Bluetooth paddle headset as well. So. All right, I am going to stop it here and take a break for YouTube. For those of you, or take a break for Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. You sold your wheel and your rig. Oh, I know you weren't able to use it for a while. I'm sad to hear that, though. Mine is still in a box. I never sold it. Still holding up. Still thinking maybe I could use it someday, but then I got a lot of junk that I could be throwing out. That happens. Life goes on. Yeah. Well, you know, did you sell it to your daughter? When she moves out, you'll be able to just take it back. Anyway, so those of you watching on Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. Yeah, getting a new one. That's probably the thing to do, because you can get a better one for the same price you paid for that old one. Anyway, I am going to be taking a break on Twitch, YouTube. The next episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is 6 p.m., 1800 hours in the UK, and 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand. Twitch, again, stick around. Be back in a couple minutes. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.